Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. Great starting point. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's good. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He lost one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw. It falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
They'll get down and put a stop on this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, the offense is being aggressive here in their opening possession, trying to throw the ball in the first 2 plays. They went incomplete first down, and now they take a sack on 2nd down. This is not going to script, and they understood it was going to be a challenge against this defense, and I love the fact that they're going to be aggressive trying to throw, but the execution has got to be better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Complete. Continues to fight for yards. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. From the gun, he leads it with the back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Caught in the backfield. It's Avery. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
So no dice on 3rd down, and they'll punt it away on 4th. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Moore. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
A strike downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
To the air on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
One final play before the end of the quarter. The play action fake. Hit as he throws. This one's complete. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Across the 25, he's got room. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Brings up second and goal.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Slams ahead. And they're in for a touchdown.
Bringing the extra beef. It's goal line. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger at the point of attack, and push you around when the running back does the rest and finds the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Takes it inside the 25, and he'll bring it back. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. That's caught. It's Parks. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. Finds the finish line for the touchdown. With a lot of time left, there's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. To kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll try to pop the draw. Finds his way for three out to the 33.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. All the way back to the 15. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. No reason them to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Richmond. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down on my clock. And nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. It's a draw. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Not enough for the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They punted away on fourth down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Unloads to the wideout. That one's going to keep him away tonight as he just missed him.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. And completed. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
That was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost the second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
The give to the back. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And here comes the punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on the punt. He'll field the punt. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
To the air on second down. Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Richmond. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They bring the punter onto the field now. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll try the run. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Bringing out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Now facing a third and long. He wants to throw it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in third and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
After the miss on third down, the punt team is on the field. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the run from inside his 25. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Going to the run to start this second half.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. got it in the middle. It's Moore. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that one.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Running the daylight from inside his 25. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Leaves it with the running back. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Avery. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
That's perfectly fine. On defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
Punt is on its way. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for the big play. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time. Spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Handoff to the lone back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Second down coming up.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Going to swing it on second down. Pulls it in. It's Moore. There he goes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Give to the running back. Runs through a tackle. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. He could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Leaves it with the back. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter.
On the play. Third down coming up.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Immediately fires to the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
This offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. That is no good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, and if you're wondering why this offense hasn't scored in this game, it's plays like that. Not only have they not been able to execute running or throwing the football, they've had penalty problems, but it's turnovers as well. And here in the fourth quarter, ball security coming back to bite this offense, giving that one up.
This offense has it with really good field position. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's got him. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. He bangs his way in for the score. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Straight ahead from inside his 25. And he get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36.
And they get him again. This has not been the day we expected. This young man, we expect great things. Like, he is one of the better players in college football. You think he'd come out, put on a show, but this defense has had his number all game long.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's the heat. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
The game plan was simple on defense. They had to find a way to contain one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football. And guys, not only have they contained him, they've completely shut him down. This offense has no points in this game. Remarkable job by the defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
On 4th down, looking to pass. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Great place to start for this offense. The give as they work on that clock. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the back. Got the 1st down, looking for more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get it down. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They're going to ride this running back. Plows through the defense. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical. It's situationally all.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, oh, this play could decide it. Just